Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm sorry I was not planning for if you can hear that. I don't know if someone's string trimming or what they're doing out there. But I'm outside this morning, one, because it's beautiful here in Wisconsin. Suppose I can give you a quick little tour. So that's my front porch. That's looking out over my front porch. Not too bad. And I'm on my front porch this morning. Yes, we're remodeling our house, so it looks a little bit like hell, but that's okay. Because my oldest kids and my nephew are still sleeping, and my office is right next to them. And we don't have any doors on our rooms right now because we are remodeling our house. So yes, we have one door on one room, and that is a bathroom. We have no doors aside from our front door and our garage door and our back door. So yes, that is living the life with a carpenter. And yeah, you just roll with it. You know, nobody has a perfect life, and nothing is ever the way that it seems, and you just kind of roll with it. And today we're talking about sleep. You know what to do. Drop it in the comment section. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you going from? Where are you coming to? Are you at home? If you're at home, enjoy your family. Enjoy some time at home. Curious, totally curious. Do you sleep better at home, or do you sleep better on the truck? I'd love to take a poll. Drop it in the comment section if you sleep better at home or if you sleep better on the truck. I'd love to know. And then also, if you're watching the live, type the word live. If you're watching the replay, you know what to do. Type the word replay. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. It is day 25. Can you believe that we have been on this journey together for 30 days already? Because 5 plus 25. I can do math. Rachel, better at home. Jennifer, in the truck. Good morning, both of you. Great to see you this morning. And Rachel, thank you for your order on mothertruckeryoga.com. We so appreciate that. Every order helps us so much. And so thank you. We sent that out yesterday. Okay, today we are talking about sleep again. And hey, Robert, good morning. And we're talking about sleep, we're talking about getting to sleep, and we're talking about the mind when we sleep. And sleep is a funny thing because I have never been a great sleeper. And for most of my life, I was an early riser, despite the fact that I was not someone that easily fell asleep. I told you as a kid, I'd be laying in bed and my sister would be sawing logs in like 30 seconds. It was like, made me so mad. And I realized as a young adult that part of my inability to fall asleep is, Robert, day 25, lost 22 pounds. I'm going to cry. Holy cow. So although this challenge is not about weight loss, and although what Julie and I are trying to teach you does not mean that in order to be healthy you need to lose weight, but if you are overweight, if you are struggling with weight, and that is a factor for you, I am celebrating. Like, that is fantastic, and that is what having a healthy foundation is all about. And mind you, getting the right amount of sleep actually can affect weight loss as well, and not getting the right amount of sleep or quality sleep can actually have your body holding on to weight. So sleep is just another nutritional nugget. If you remember, I called movement nutrition because we have movement nutrients. Sleep is also a nutrient. So are you getting enough of the sleep nutrient? How do you know if you're getting enough of the sleep nutrient? And a big factor to that is, are we getting to sleep? Am I actually able to fall asleep? I think that's the question we have to ask ourselves first, because otherwise, how can we sleep? Robert said sleep is a must, and you will go psychotic. Yes. I read a research study, totally off tangent, and we'll get to what I'm talking about today too, but it's about sleep, so it doesn't matter. What was I going to say now? Oh my gosh. This is the problem when you have a concussion and you lose some of your short-term memory. You forget stuff. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Getting to sleep is one of the biggest factors for people and sleep frustration. And so how do we get to sleep? How can we get to sleep? What is inhibiting our sleep? Like, sleep is the most frustrating thing when you can't get to sleep. And I recognized as an early adult that I was a morning person. I could get up. I used to be a lifeguard and used to do a lot of different things. I liked having a lot of jobs. It was just something when I was a kid. And get up at 4:30, go lifeguard in the morning, then I go teach yoga. No problem. I'd love to do it. And then I had kids, and after having my third child, I flip-flopped. And I went from being a morning person to staying up later and wanting to sleep later. And so I really recognized that it affected my internal clock. And so I also recognize simultaneously that I'm a mind dumper. And maybe you're a mind dumper. This is my own term, okay? Maybe you're a mind dumper. When I go to sleep at night, if I don't engage in the proper activities, if I don't take time to use the sand sifter of life, I'll tell you what that is, I go to bed and my mind just dumps on me. My mind just, everything out of the floodgates. It's like perfect timing. It's like when your kid is in diapers and you sit down and then they're like, I just went poop. And you're like, seriously? And so thank goodness my kids are all out of diapers. But who out there is a mind dumper? That the second your head lays on the pillow, it's like the floodgates of your mind just open up and you are thinking about 900 million things that went on that day. You're worrying, you're stressing out, everything is like bubbled to the surface and you forgot to dump it off. And so if you're a mind dumper, like I am by nature, and I have to work at not letting that happen, what can we do to prevent that? Because here's the deal, and yoga's taught me a lot about the mind. We have different layers of the mind, and we have the Buddha, the Chitta, and the Ahamkara in yoga. You don't have to know these terms. It doesn't matter to you, but I'm just using them because that's how the terminology we use. And the Buddha's like the doorway, okay? The doorway and the keeper, and the Chitta's like the processor. It's like the storage unit, and the Ahamkara is like the I, the ego, like the processor. And we have to decide what we let in our mind. And the only way to do that is to have activities during the day. Have things during the day before you go to bed, or maybe while you're going to bed, to help decide what you let in the doorway and process and store and keep, and what you kick to the curb. See, the mistake most people make, and I have made this, and I make this still periodically, is we don't do enough during the day to mind dump, and then we go to sleep at night and our mind won't turn off. It's like the floodgates have opened, everything's coming in, and we lie awake analyzing our day, everybody in our life, the things we said, the situations that we're in, how we messed up something from 30 years ago. Like, I can go on and on and on and on and on. So in order to improve the quality of sleep, we have to evaluate what we are doing during the day. And so if you want to get a better quality sleep, let's reevaluate these past weeks. What are you eating? Because if you're doping yourself up on caffeine every day to get through the day, I know some of you drive some horrid hours. And so responsible caffeine drinker, let's call you, okay? Be a responsible caffeine drinker. But if you're eating a ton of sugar, foods that cause a crap load of inflammation, oh my gosh, okay, inflammation, you are not getting substantial movement or exercise. And then you're thinking about all that stuff before you go to bed. You get on a heated phone call, mistake before you go to bed at night. You watch some triggering political video before you go to bed at night, whatever it is. And then you lay on your pillow and you expect your mind to just go nighty-night. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So what are you doing to help you get to sleep? Here's what I recognized, because I'm not perfect. And sleep is my biggest challenge. Getting to sleep or preparing for sleep is sometimes my biggest challenge. And so what I recognized is, one, it's getting up. And so I have to get up at the same time every single day, or it just messes with my sleep cycle. Like, even when I'm tired, I pull myself out of bed. Second, I can tell because I try to live an active lifestyle. Doesn't mean like going out and playing sports or running a marathon. I just try to move. When my movement category is lacking and I lay in bed at night, I can tell, because my body just doesn't go, and my mind is still running really fast and wound up really fast. I know I did not exert enough energy. You've all heard of the calories in, calories out. Energy in, energy expended out. So am I expending my energy enough? Am I exhausting myself, in essence? Because we can be mentally exhausted. Our culture is mentally exhausted. Like, we are overstimulated, overstressed. I mean, did you know what stress was at 6 years old? I didn't. I don't even think I knew what stress was at like maybe 16 years old, at least the idea of it. And these kids know that nowadays. So are we expending the energy we need to? That may mean, I'm going to say this nicely, you just got to get off your ass and move. Like, I say this to myself all the time. I go sit down at night and it's like, Hope, the sun is not quite down yet. You can still make it down Badger, which is our road in front of us, and back in 20 minutes, and then you can sit down. Like, are you expending enough energy? Are you moving enough? I know so many of you are like, we asked for 15 minutes and you're doing 30. Okay, I'm gonna challenge you. Can you do 35 minutes? Can you do 40? Keep trying to expend energy. We gave you a 45-minute movement track that you can do while driving. Use that. That's 45 minutes of movement that you didn't have. What you're doing is you're emptying the cup. You're emptying the cup throughout the day of energy that you have to get through the day. So by the time you go to sleep, that cup is empty. And here's what also happens. Your mind goes along for that ride. I didn't realize it, but when I started practicing yoga, I was an anxiety-ridden mess. No wonder I couldn't sleep at night. And despite the fact that I didn't initially like yoga per se, because it made me feel more anxious, because you're in poses that you don't know and you're uncomfortable, my body is shaking. Something magical happened that first class, and I can still remember it, is my mind was clear. My mind was clear. And it was a 7 o'clock yoga class. You bet your bottom dollar, those nights I went home, I laid my head on the pillow, there were no thoughts. Because I mind dumped. I dumped my thoughts out. I sifted them through. I decided what was meant to stay in the doorway, and I was able to sleep at night. After doing this for about 20 years, working with people in pain, lifestyle, you name it, I want you to check in with yourself today and ask yourself, am I still looking for a magic formula for blank? Am I still looking for X, Y, maybe Z, that when I implement this, all my problems are going to go away? That if I buy this magic oil or do this magic thing, poof, everything is going to be great. I believe it doesn't work that way.
Is my oatmeal done?
In a bit, bud, okay? I'll come in just a second. You want to come say hi? This is my early riser. Want to come say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
This is Ivan. Say hi. And he has a really cool shirt on, because it magically turns to a bone skeleton. All right, bud. I'll come in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. That's life, right? But what I was saying is we have to expend that energy out. We have to empty that cup. And for those of you that are just, your minds are going a million miles an hour, I challenge you that you need to step up the game of mind dumping during the day. Exercise and movement do a great job of that because it exhausts you. It empties your energy cup. If you're laying in bed at night and your body hasn't used all its reserves, you're not going to sleep as well. If your mind has not had an opportunity to create space and step away and dump itself, you're going to bed with that stuff. It's like walking around with a 20-pound backpack full of weights on your front and on your back and on your sides and on your head, and never once dumping them off. This is as cliche as it sounds, this is about a balance. This is about a balance. And we all, myself included, have to make effort to create that. And sometimes it's trial and error. So I want to share with you a couple of things that I do to help me, because I've already shared with you sleep. I do not fall asleep easily. That is not something that comes natural to me. And so I have to work at it. So one is I have to expend enough energy during the day. And so later today, I will verify when I'm going to come live again in this group. I am going to do a video and show you guys some stretches to do in your sleeper, in your bed, on the floor, wherever, to help prepare for sleep. Because if it's like sore muscles or back pain and you just want some movements to help you relax and wind down before bed, these are going to be super easy things. You don't have to be fit, you don't have to be whatever, like these are easy things. But outside of good nutrition, getting enough sunlight, getting enough water, and getting enough movement, I cannot stress this enough. I don't care if it's walking around your truck. You got to get up and move as much as you can in the time that you have, period. No excuses. You just have to make it work. You got to do it. But as you start to prepare and wind down for sleep, it is a challenge sometimes once you lay down on your pillow and you try to go to bed. So I shared with you all, this was a find that I found and I really love, and so I'll show you how it works. So it goes on your head. This is usually how crazy it looks when I'm sleeping, but there's little earbuds that go in right in your ears. Mine, I think I have it upside down, I do, but, and then it stays on tight, so it doesn't move while I'm sleeping, okay? I'm gonna show you how like awesome I look sometimes when I go to bed. This is like the reality, okay? I have an eye pillow that has lavender in it, but sometimes I use lavender and this is how like real I'm getting with you guys, okay? I put 2 drops on it. I don't put the drops in towards my eyes. That would be bad. We don't put essential oils in our eyes. You can also buy like sprays and stuff. So this is how awesome I look when I go to bed, you guys. So then I put this on, and this is how I look when I go to sleep at night. Oh my gosh, that lavender smells so good. I shouldn't have did that, but I'll just be really relaxed. So this is how I look when I go to bed at night. This is how real I'm getting with you guys here. I don't use it every single night, but I use it often, and I used to put earbuds in, and my husband, he just falls asleep in like 30 seconds, so it's like, ugh, good for you. I like this because, one, I can charge it, okay, and it lasts for 7 hours, and I actually control it by my phone. So I just pick an audio. I gave you, I think, 3 meditations to listen to, but I just go to YouTube otherwise, and I look for sleep music that also has a guided meditation. So it's like sleep music plus guided meditation. And that way then I'm being guided in the beginning. Someone is guiding my mind into the doorway. Remember how we talked about that? And then it is helping me dump my thoughts, redirect my mind. And then after that is theta brainwaves, so Theta, theta brainwaves, which help you sleep, help with subconscious, help you dump thoughts while you're sleeping, helps you get into better REM sleep. So we talked about that on Tuesday. Helps you get into that deep sleep, that paralyzed deep sleep that we want to get into, and we cycle through those, helps you get there. And so I choose to listen to stuff like that. When I first started doing this, I kind of felt like a failure. I was like, I need help sleeping. What's wrong with me? But the reality is, those are some of my best night sleeps. And I wake up so rested. I usually wake up way before my alarm. And I've really recognized doing that, especially a guided meditation before I go to bed at night. And my focus is always focusing on the exact words that person is saying. So I gave you those meditations, a 5 and I think a 20-minute one. When you listen to those, focus on the words I'm saying, even if your mind has other thoughts. And as we do that, our mind starts flicking off all the things that aren't relevant to it, so that we can step through the doorway into our mind and decide what we're holding on to or what we're keeping for tomorrow or whatever, and what we don't need. So we can step past that into a better night's sleep. Sleep is not an excuse for any one of us to say, my health is not good, or I'm not good at sleep, or I can't sleep. Have you tried everything? Have you tried everything? Because some of it may not be directly related to sleep. And what I mean is energy out during the day. You might need to get more energy out. How much of your cup do you need to dump off during the day? Are you dumping off enough? Are you hydrated? Dehydration makes it really difficult for your muscles to relax at night. Are you getting the right amount of nutrition? Are you jacked up on caffeine and sugar? Processed foods, MSG, all of that, they're called excitotoxins. Google it, excitotoxins, your mind will be blown. Excitotoxins are all the additives and the junk in the ingredients that we taught you to look at that is dumped into our foods that overstimulate us, overstimulate our cells, overstimulate our brain, overstimulate our body. And if we're eating that, especially before bed, it's no wonder that we can't fall asleep. So looking at all those categories is absolutely essential. But for today, preparing for sleep, we want to clear that doorway in our mind so that we can fall asleep. So today, I want you to up the game for movement. Get out, get your heart rate up, get a little huffy, get that endurance going, get that challenge going. Before you start preparing for bed, start looking at, what do I need to do to mind dump? Do I need to call someone? Do I need to journal? Get it out. I have actually a piece of paper, a notebook, and a pen right next to my bed. And I write things down for like a minute of just things either I need to remember or whatever it is to mind dump. Because otherwise my mind is saying to myself, don't forget, Hope. Remember this. Don't forget. So I take some time before bed to review things and then write things down. You might not want to do that, but it might help you. Do you need to invest in simple little things like this? And use a meditation. Like I said, go to YouTube, do guided meditation plus sleep music. If you really want to do it, do plus theta brain waves, because then you're working on your subconscious mind while you sleep, which will help you sleep. And find a meditation that you like. The nice thing is that then it just shuts off. You can just take it off or whatever you need to do. I really like aromatherapy, so I use lavender a lot, and then I use valerian a lot. There we go. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. Is that going to focus? I don't know. But that is a sleep oil, so that's really, really helpful. And anything for aromatherapy that I like, my sister bought me this. This is from Aveda, but it's called Stress Fix. It has lavender in it. So just those tiny little things that you can do to better prepare yourself for sleep. Don't look at them as silly. Don't look at it like, ugh, I'm above that, or I'm not going to do that, or that won't work for me. Well, that's your first problem. You're already telling yourself it's not going to work for you. So of course it's not going to work for you. So I want to challenge you today to step out of that comfort zone and start preparing for sleep the moment that you wake up. Start preparing for sleep the moment that you wake up. Nutrition, water, energy out so that at night you can bring more energy in for the next day. Are you dumping that cup of energy through the day? Get up and move. Run in your chair, lift weights, whatever, in your driver's seat, twist and turn, do my movement meditation that you can do while driving, whatever it is. And then when it starts to be wind down time, are you preparing to open the gates of your mind, dump it, and decide what to keep? Writing things down, listening to a meditation, calling someone on the phone, doing a little yoga, We have to make a routine for ourselves. Kids sleep better with a routine. Adults are no different. So that's what I have for you all today. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was maybe a little kick in the pants for the sleep category. I hope this is some insights for you. Drop it in the comments section. Let me know if this was helpful. And I will be posting later today when I'm going to be back and share with you all some movements that you can do right from your bed, right from the floor, right from your sleeper to help you, again, prepare for a better sleep. Much love for you all. You all are amazing. I mean, so many success stories in here. We love all of the posts that you guys are posting. Keep doing that. That's what this group is all about. And I will see you guys again soon.